Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dietrich, and today we are test driving a 2026 Tesla Model Y. This is the updated Juniper Model Y, and this is the base model, entry level, whatever you want to call it. It's the rear-wheel drive, long range. So, the least impressive from a horsepower and acceleration perspective, but it still drives very well. It still has plenty of power to merge onto the freeway, pass on the freeway, feel like it's fun to drive. And I actually do quite enjoy driving this car. One of the major updates of the new Model Y is they apparently have made the structure stiffer and added more sound deadening, so it does feel more refined, and there's really no squeaks or rattles to speak of. This, of course, is a brand new car. It's got just about 2,000 miles on it, so you wouldn't expect any squeaks or rattles, but historically Teslas have not been known for their build quality, but I would say the build quality on this car is excellent, so it is clearly something that they have improved upon. I have my acceleration set to standard, which is the fastest setting on this car. There's only two settings, either standard or chill. I also have my deceleration set to standard, so when I let off the throttle, it does slow down a little bit more. And then I have my steering weight set to heavy, which is how I prefer it on a Tesla. It does give the steering a nice feel. The steering is still pretty numb. You don't have a whole lot of idea what's going on really with the front wheels, but when you set it to heavy, it does make it feel a little bit nicer. And this is a really nice car to drive, I have to say. The handling is pretty good. As long as you stay away from the limits, it can feel a little bit tippy if you do something real crazy, but for the most part, for everyday driving, the handling is good, the ride is good, the acceleration is good. I really like the driving experience in this car. You may be getting a little bit of air conditioning noise on the video, I'm not sure. Normally I like to try to turn the AC down when I film these, but with the glass roof, even on a day, well, it's 91 degrees today, so it's not cool out, but you know, it's not as hot as it could be in the summertime. And on my bald head, the glass panel roof is very uncomfortable in this car. Without the air conditioner at a pretty good clip, I really don't like that about it. I always like how it reads the other cars. I do like that about a Tesla. You can play with the voice commands too. Open glove box. The glove box is tiny, but it's funny to make it open. And this is 70 miles an hour, 68 miles an hour on a kind of choppy freeway. So there's a refinement check for you. One thing I wish that they would have done, so the gear shifter's right here, it's on the touchscreen. That debuted, I believe, in the Model 3 Highland, which I drove one of those last year. I don't really like that, but another thing they put on the Model 3 Highland was it had the turn signals right here on buttons. I wish they would have carried that over to this car. I really like that feature. But you still have a stock on this one, so that I don't love. I would just prefer the buttons, that's all. You can see the blue bar around the belt line of the cabin. That's the interior ambient lighting. I guess it's kind of cool that you can see it during the day, but I think at night it's very underwhelming. It should light up more of the cabin than just that line. And you can change the color, but it's only one color at a time, so that could use some work. And that's something you can't update with software. thing does have good power. It really does. And I've driven it was a 2024, but I've driven a Model Y Performance, and that thing was extremely fast. This is merely quick. But it does have good performance. I mean, if you're used to driving like an average SUV, like let's say you're driving a Toyota RAV4, right? I don't think you can get more average of an SUV than that. And you get into this, you're going to think this is a hot rod. You're going to be like, whoa. There's so many of them on the road, though. I think I see another one up ahead. That I don't like. I don't like how, if I were to buy one of these, which I never would, but I don't love how common they are. Is that a... Yeah, that's even a... Yeah. That's a same color as the one I'm driving. We just passed. And it's a brand new one. And there's a Model 3 Highland. Of course, I am in Southern California, which is, you know, at least in the United States, probably us and the San Francisco Bay Area have more Teslas per capita than any other area, I would think. I saw quite a few of them in New York City when I was there a couple of months ago, but... This is the Richard Milhous Nixon Memorial Freeway. And that's 70 on a good road. So that gives you an idea of the refinement there. So yeah, from a driver's perspective, honestly, this is a really nice car. There's nothing much to complain about. I do have complaints about this car, and I put them in a review that I did on it, and I'll put a link to that review in the description. So please check that out, and please like my video and subscribe to my channel. And as always,